Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fighters Anthology as we continue with the reference materials. We will be continuing on today with the Mi-24 Hind D. Mi-24 Hind D, title Mil Mi-24, NATO reporting name Hind. Type twin turbine gunship helicopter with transport capability. Program development began second half of 1960s as first fire support helicopter in former USSR with accommodation. West 1972. Photographs became available 1974 when 2 units of approximate squadron strength based in East Germany. Reconfiguration of front fuselage changed primary role to gunship. New version first observed 1977. Used operationally in Chad, Nicaragua, Ceylon, also known as Sri Lanka, Angola, Afghanistan, and Iran-Iraq War, when at least one Iranian F-4 Phantom II destroyed by AT-6 NATO reporting named Spiral anti-tank missile from Mi-24. Low-rate production continued for export until 1994. Design features typical helicopter gunship configuration with stepped tandem seating for 2 crew and heavy weapon load on stub wings. Fuselage unusually wide for roll due to requirement for carrying 8 troops. Dynamic components and power plant originally as Mi-8, but soon upgraded to Mi-17 type power plant and portside tail rotor. Main rotor blade section NACA 230, thickness chord ratio 11 to 12%. Tail rotor blade section NACA 230M, stub wing anhedral 12 degrees, incidence 19 degrees. Wings contribute approximately 25% of lift in cruising flight. Fin offset 3 degrees. Landing gear, tricycle type, rearward retracting steerable twin wheel nose unit. Single wheel main units with oleo pneumatic shock absorbers and low pressure tires, size 720 by 320 mm on main wheels, 480 by 200 mm on nose wheels. Power plant 2 Kilmov TV3-117 turbo shafts, each with a max rating of 1,633 kilowatts or 2,190 shaft horsepower side by side above cabin, with output shafts driving rearward to main rotor shaft through combining gearbox. 5mm hardened steel armor protection for engines. Main fuel tank in fuselage to rear of cabin with bag tanks behind main gearbox. 1,000 kilograms or 2,205 pound auxiliary tank in cabin. For Mi-24D, provision for carrying, instead of auxiliary tanks, up to 4 external tanks, each 500 liters or 132 US gallons or 110 imperial gallons on 2 inner pylons under each wing. Accommodation: pilot at rear and weapons operator on armored seats in tandem cockpits under individual canopies. Dual flying controls with retractable pedals in front cockpit. If required, flight mechanic on jump seat in cabin with narrow passage between flight deck and cabin. Front canopy hinge to open sideways to starboard. Footstep under starboard side of fuselage for access to pilot's rearward hinge door. Rear seat raised to give pilot unobstructed forward view. Anti-fragment shield between cockpits. Main cabin can accommodate 8 persons on folding seats on 4 stretchers at front of cabin. On each side is a door divided horizontally into 2 sections hinged to open upward and downward respectively, with integral step on lower portion. Optically flat bulletproof glass windscreen, with wiper for each crew member. Avionics include VHF and UHF radio, autopilot, ARC-15M radio compass, ARC-U2 radio compass with R852 receiver, RV5 radio altimeter, blind flying instrumentation, and ADF navigation system with Doppler-fed mechanical map display. Air data sensor boom forward of top starboard corner, a bulletproof windscreen at extreme nose. Armament: 1 remotely controlled Yak-B 12.74 barrel Gatling type 12.7mm machine gun with 1,470 rounds in VSPU 24 undernose turret with field of fire 60 degrees to each side, 20 degrees up, 60 degrees down. Gun slaved to KPS-53AV undernose sighting system with reflector sight in front cockpit. 4 9M17P Scorpion NATO designation AT-2 Swatter anti-tank missiles on 2 P-32M twin rails under end plate pylons at wingtips. 4 underwing pylons for UB-32 rocket pods, each 32 S5 type 57mm rockets. B-8V-20 pods, each containing 20 80mm S8 rockets. UPK-23 250 pods, each containing a GSH-23L twin-barrel 23mm gun. GUV pods, each containing either one 4-barrel 12.7mm Yak-B 12.7 machine gun with 750 rounds, and 2 4-barrel 7.62mm 9-A-622 machine guns with a total of 1,100 rounds, or a 30mm grenade launcher up to 1,500 kilograms or 3,300 pounds of conventional bombs, mine dispersers, or other stores. Helicopter can be landed to install reload. What? Oh, okay, I see what they're trying to say. Helicopter can be landed to install reload weapons carried in cabin. So basically they can carry extra missiles or whatever in the cabin, land, and just pull them out of the cabin and put them on and then take off again. PKV reflector gun sight for pilot. Provisions for firing AKMs guns from cabin windows. Dimensions external Mi-24P, main rotor diameter 17.3 meters or 56 feet 9 1/4 inches. Tail rotor diameter 3.908 meters or 12 feet 10 inches. Wingspan 6.536 meters or 21 feet 5 1/2 inches. Weights and loadings Mi-24P weight empty 8,200 kilograms or 18,078 pounds. Max external stores 2,400 kilograms or 5,290 pounds. Normal takeoff weight 11,200 kilograms or 24,690 pounds. Performance max level speed 180 knots or 335 kilometers per hour or 208 miles per hour. Max rate of climb at sea level 750 meters or 2,460 feet per minute. Service ceiling 4,500 meters or 14,750 feet. Length 21.35 meters, height 3.97 meters, wingspan 17.3 meters. Max takeoff weight 12,000 kilograms, max level speed 180 knots, max range 540 nautical miles. Max rate of climb 750 meters per minute, service ceiling 4,500 meters, hovering ceiling 1,500 meters. Here we can see a photo album. We got one in flight, another in flight. Here you can see the gun turret, I presume. And it looks like it's carrying just rocket pods and the inboard pylons. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a different one because this is the gun turret here. This must be a sensor turret or something. Because some versions of the Hind actually had a fixed gun turret on the side with a twin barrel gun. Now this one might be the newer one with the gun turret. Rocket pods and the inboard pylons. And here's the landed one. Definitely the newer version with the rotating gun turret and what could be a fuel tank on the inboard pylons. And for a 3D view, we can see it's painted kind of a flat gray. Well, it's got some neat details. Actually, a lot of texture detail. Like that probably says caution or something in Russian. You can see the cabin doors here. With the 4 windows on each side for the troops inside to, shoot their guns out or whatever. It's a very unique helicopter in that it's the only one that I know of, at least, that's both an attack helicopter and serves as a transport helicopter. And Russia has never repeated this. Every helicopter they made after the Hind series, the Mi-28 attack helicopter only. The Ka-50, Ka-52 attack helicopter only. Mi-17 transport helicopter only. Mi-26? That's a transport helicopter only. So, very unique helicopter. And we can see this is the new version because we got the forward gun turret too. So that will be today's episode. So with that, thank you all for watching and stay tuned for next time and stay safe out there and we'll see you then.